Peter Piper picked a pepper.
Here we go. 3,
Peter
2. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Right? Is that how it goes?
Peter Piper picked a pack of Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. Thank you for joining us on Classic Blend Games number 85. I am Kris.
And he is Ken.
That's also true. One of those is true.
Those
One
are
of
facts.
those is false.
You be the judge of that.
Fact, yeah.
You said on screen. Guys, Classic Blend Games. Kenny, what do we do here, Ken? Ken. It's...
Guy, what what we're going to take a couple games. Yes.
I said
We're going to take
again.
a couple games and we're going to make a sequel, prequel, or a little side story.
We're going to put them together.
Well,
we're going to
no,
marry them to...
No, well...
We're not going to marry them together?
Well, not this time. No.
Yeah, we are. What are you talking about?
We're just gonna move on to a sequel or like a cross story kind of thing.
Cross-pollination?
No.
If you... Wow,
It's just all wrong.
Anyway...
Come on, talk to me.
Look, before we do that, Kenny, I got a question for you, like one of us usually does. When you were a kid, what was your...
I used to be a kid. How'd you know that?
Yeah. Because
How'd you know?
the thought of you coming out of your mom like that is the scariest thing I've ever thought of.
Well, I'm gonna be happy about that.
Okay? What you know? What you know?
Yes.
Anyway, like a fine wine, you've aged beautifully. Here we go. Kenny, when you was a kid, when you were a kid,
Yes.
what was your most favorite time to play video games? At what time of day did you enjoy playing the most? Was it when everyone went to bed?
I think the time that I enjoyed the most is when I was homesick from school.
Yeah.
Those were the best times.
Those were good. But let me ask you this.
I remember just being homesick one day.
Yeah.
And just playing Baseball Stars and just defeating the lovely ladies over and over again
Yeah.
to boost my salary and players. And I had a team. I was in a league with my friend and my sister. They didn't want to play against me because every single time I swung the bat, it was a home run. Every time.
Yeah.
My team was so good.
Let me ask you this follow-up question. Were you allowed to play when you were sick? Or was your mom be like, no, you're sick and you shouldn't be playing?
I had it in my room and I was able to play the games.
Okay, yeah.
Stay in your room. Don't get anybody else sick. Okay.
Okay.
All right. And that was the best time. But
Okay.
to play with other people, like you'd have the sleepovers and we'd play Dragon Warrior or whatever it was at
Star
night.
Tropics.
No. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I never played Star Tropics.
You like Star Tropics?
No, never played Star Tropics.
Okay.
Star Tropics.
You like that? I had a friend who was only into RPGs.
Really?
And I'd just get them from him.
No. Those ain't no friend of mine, if you know what I'm saying.
Friend of mine.
That was it.
All right, so let's do it. I'm going to go first.
We're gonna do what?
We're going to go into the games now. I'm going to show you the game I have.
Sure.
All right.
You sound so excited about it.
I am.
Are you? You better be excited
I got to write
about
time
your
code
game.
down. I'm going to write down time code.
Okay, let's
Here
see
we
what
go,
stupid
Kenny.
game he has. Oh, Super Off-Road.
Dark Castle for Genesis?
Yep.
Okay.
So you have Super Off-Road.
I have Super Off-Road.
Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road.
Yes, but here's the thing.
For the Super NES. I had that game and I loved it.
It was great. We're going to play it. Here's the thing.
I loved it. I had it on the Super NES.
Yeah, right. Ivan Iron Man Stewart Super Off-Road in the arcade for the Amiga. When it went to console,
It had the steering wheel.
yeah.
It was like 4 players or whatever.
Yeah, when it went to the console, it just became Super Off-Road. They lost the licensing.
Ivan?
Yeah,
No, they
this
didn't.
came out in 90.
they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
Nope, because he was in the version that I had.
Not the name. They lost. I'm telling you, they lost the license to. It's what happened, man. I don't know what to tell you. This is what you read. Read the wiki. Here's the wiki right here. Right here, you can read the wiki. All right?
Listen,
and it was different.
Anybody can do the wiki, Chris.
Licensing. Here, licensing. The Super NES version was notable for prominently featuring Toyota brand.
Oh, hold on. Is Ivan not in it?
Okay?
No, look. NES had Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road.
But Super NES did not.
But Super NES did not.
Why don't you believe me? Holy... You see what I have to deal with?
Really?
You see what I have to deal with? They lost the licensing.
Why? Why would what on earth did Ivan?
I don't know.
What did the Iron Man have going on that he couldn't put his name on this game?
Some ports removed Ivan Stewart's name from the title due to licensing issues and simply known as Super Off-Road. That's it. Anyway, we're talking about the SNES version. Differences in this is that, again, it's multiple races.
I don't know about that.
It's what? What are you talking about?
I don't know about that. Yeah. Look, there's Iron Man.
That's not it, though.
Wow.
Thing with this is that there were only 16 tracks on SNES, and they looped into like 64. It was only 64 because it was 99 in the in like the other versions and stuff like that. But anyway, yeah, it's an off-road game, very interesting on the console because the way they turn, like using
it was kind of like
it's very weird to get used to.
It was a little Resident Evil-y, where depending on no matter what you did, hitting left turned the character left or turned the car left, even when the car was
right. Let me show you some
down,
footage. Let's
you'd
show
have to
you
go
some
the other
footage.
direction.
Let's show some footage of it. Okay.
Man, the music on this game was so good too.
2 players on the initially.
Yeah.
Right, and I forgot you got money to pick
to buy upgrades
stuff,
and stuff.
right?
Yep,
and
nitros.
You can pick nitros, but you also got those during the race too. And you picked up money.
The last
Oh
stretch.
yeah. I kind of stunk at it at first.
He kind of stayed on the screen for an awful long time.
I know because I was deciding what to pick. I'm like, wait, what am I doing
Get
here?
into the gameplay,
You know?
what I'm saying? Doesn't matter. You're not
I wanted to
marrying
win. All right, so yeah, it's very. Yeah, I'm the red car, and I'm doing horrible because I'm like, oh my god, what am I doing? Like
I remember it's gonna be like riding a bicycle.
Okay.
I'm gonna get right in this, and I'm gonna beat you. Moving? Yeah, you'd hit the flags would move and everything.
By
like
the
that.
third, I think I did around. We're probably not going to see it all, but I think I did around 3 races, and by that 3rd race, I came in. I almost took first.
Oh, really?
Like that white car.
This was a really fun game, though.
You know, once you get the hang of it, because you mess up and forget it, you're done.
Yeah, so you see people going the wrong way and everything like that.
I did that in this race.
This was a lot like Super Sprint. You remember Super Sprint?
Yeah, vaguely.
It was an arcade game with the steering wheels as well.
Oh yeah.
It was kind of the same thing.
Well, I mean, the arcade's different. It's fun. Yeah. That was fun because it was that. But on the console, it's very difficult.
It was different, yeah. But
it's very difficult to do it. But anyway, that's what we're looking at. I lost that real bad. Yeah. Real bad. Next race, I did better, but we don't have to look at that now. But very fun game.
Which girl did you get?
I didn't get any. I didn't rank. I didn't rank. I don't think.
There were 3 girls. There were 4 racers.
I don't think I ranked.
You were the one who went home empty-handed.
Yeah. Yeah, I did pick this time.
You're embarrassing.
I was realizing what I was doing.
Okay.
And then I realized what button was the nitro, and then I started using
it. All right,
it.
so let's talk more about.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about what did you get again? Dark Castle.
Dark Castle.
Dark Castle. What is that?
Dark Castle is on the Sega Genesis. It was originally, 1991, published by Electronic Arts on the Sega Genesis. It was originally on the Macintosh in 1986. So this is 5 years later. They added a little bit of colors to it.
Gross.
Yeah, on the Macintosh it was black and white, but it was nicely animated. Okay? Listen, this game on the Macintosh was one of the first, if not... It's debatable if this was the first game that ever used the WASD keys.
Really?
Yes. And the mouse.
Oregon Trail did it?
Nope. And the mouse and the, buttons on the mouse. So you...
Yeah.
No lie.
Precursor to first-person shooters.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
And it's a side scroller, which is strange. Okay. So you're Prince Duncan. You have to defeat the evil Black Knight.
This is an RPG?
No, it's a platform.
Oh, it's a platform.
Yeah, it's a platform with puzzles here and there.
Straightforward or back and forth platform where you can go anywhere. What are those? What do they call those? Like Metroidvania.
Like non-linear. No, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay, so it's like a linear platform.
Yeah, like when you
Mario.
start the game, there are like
Mario.
5 different doors you can go into.
Okay.
You choose which door you want to go into.
Yeah.
And then, if you want to start.
Yeah, you want to show some footage of it? Sure.
Footage on this. You can look and see these doors, and you can choose it. The Black Knight's in the middle door there. You see how it's flashing this one you go. It's kind of weird the way you go into it. The controls are pretty bad. You throw rocks. You can get fireballs in the game. You can get an elixir to take care of your rat bites and.
Rat bites, you say?
Yeah, rat and bat bites.
Rats. Hate rats.
You're easily disoriented, as you'll find. Okay, I like to fall. If you fall, you get disoriented. You got to start walking again and stuff like that. You might die.
You paused it a bunch of times. Okay, you paused it, so that's cool.
Yeah.
Why is his arms up? What is happening? What is this game?
Yeah, you fall down. Now, look, that's where you go down to. You go down to the little dungeon, and you got to try to get out of it now. You didn't die by falling in the pit.
Is this guy whipping people?
Yeah, but now you have to get out of there. And the game, man...
This game does look awful. This is just...
I guarantee it has its fans because the Macintosh probably had like 3 games back in the day.
Yeah.
Myst, this, and like...
Yeah.
I don't know. Pick one.
Oregon Trail.
I mean? Yeah, those are the 3 games it had. So people were probably all over this game back in the day. Dude, look how many times I just died, man.
Yeah, dude,
I walk into that dude because I'm like, oh, let me throw rocks at him. And then I'm going to try to walk. Nope, dead.
Didn't even care, and you walked into him.
So your guy bumps into walls. He gets disoriented.
Oh, I can't wait to play this. Play this
good luck,
later,
man. That's all I have to say is good.
What Squatifier are we gonna get for that?
Yeah,
oh man.
I hope it's not the blindfold Squatifier because you need to see this.
Oh my god. Anyway, all right. So let's turn that off. I can't even stomach that. All right. So it's all right.
It's also notable for sampled sounds. It had a lot of sampled sounds, like voice effects. And
okay, cool. All right. So we've got an off-road game and we've got a horrible dungeon crawling platformer. Horrible. Okay.
Right. Let's go. You have an idea. Let's go with it. Let's run with it.
I got a wacky idea. I got a wacky idea.
Do it.
What if the whole game, each level of the game takes place in the engine of an off-road vehicle?
So they're gonna like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? This dude, Prince Duncan's going down to tininess, Ant-Man?
Maybe
style?
Something like that. But each level is a portion of the engine. Maybe 5 stages, whatever. Doesn't matter. But you got to get through. But it moves. Like that can be the thing. Like it'll rotate, and you'll slide down. But there's the level's designed that it'll maybe something will stop you, and now you can like hold on to something, or it'll stop you from falling, but other points won't. So you have that it's gonna roll. Like you can maybe there's a little monitor or a little like a not a map, but like a little screen that's showing where what the truck is doing. I'm like, it's going to go up a hill, which means the screen's going to lean back. And maybe you can get yourself to a certain part of the level.
I'm getting it.
I won't slide down if I get to this part. But then, it's going to level out. Okay, now when it's level, I can jump this and that.
The truck can jump some of those, I don't know if they're called that in racing as well. Moguls? I don't know if they call them
moguls were different. Moguls are that. But
is that right?
Yeah,
like the
they don't
hills,
call them, I don't think they call them, but the hills,
that's a skiing term, everybody.
Yeah.
So you hit like the little rivets, or you hit like a jump, and the thing goes up, and you kind of start like maybe sliding backwards. There was a game called SOS on the Super NES. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like the sinking boat.
Yeah.
And
so similar to that.
Something like that, where the game. Okay, I like it.
Yeah.
But all right.
But can we? Okay, so the controls for off road on the Super Nintendo were. It was that you have to hold down the D-pad remember? Because you can't just press it and you turn. No, you had to hold it and then hold it and then hold it.
Yeah.
Can we make movement like that? Because your game had.
I think the game is like
awful movement.
Wait until you play it. It's a little bit like that, Chris.
Even
the look up, your guy goes like.
It looks like that's what it looks like to me.
Get his arms up to climb a rope.
Interesting how we each got a game that has some weird, wacky controls like that. Yeah. So let's do that.
It's already like that.
Yeah, you have to do that. I think that could be fun.
All right, cool.
Cool, right? And you got to get through the engine block. Story doesn't matter. He shrunk down. Doesn't matter. You got to get out of the car.
There was like the evil black guy put a curse on him.
Yeah, okay.
He thought he beat him at the end. This also had 2 sequels, by the way.
Of course it did.
But
what a waste of a title.
One came out in like 2004, I think.
Really?
Yeah.
For what?
I don't remember.
Probably N64 or something.
Yeah, I don't know. So there's the deal.
All right. So what do you want to call it then?
So we're gonna call it.
Off-roading engine.
No, what did you call it? Super off-road?
It was super off-road.
Super road.
We have Rancid says rather than throwing rocks, you throw tires that can bounce and hit enemies, which could add some level dynamics of having to throw tires in certain spots for them to go in a certain direction. I like it. It's in it.
Okay.
It's there.
So he gets shrunk down with like a garage's worth of equipment.
Yeah, his wrenches. You can have wrenches. You can have like tires. Yeah, and you can
tire irons.
So like if it's tilting forward and there's an enemy down there, you can lob the tire and it bloop 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 bloop. Yeah, I
like that.
I like that.
It's a little bit like the.
Give us the title. Come on, come on.
That was like the diamond in Symphony of the Night. Remember that?
Dark Road.
Castlevania had that diamond.
Dark Road.
What Dark? Yeah. I was thinking Dark Road before.
Dark Road.
I was thinking about that.
Dark Castle, Dark Road.
Can we call it
off-road?
Can we call it Super Dark Road?
Super Dark Road. I think Super Dark Road will.
You like Super Dark Road?
Super Dark Road?
No, Super Dark Road.
Super Dark Road. All right.
Super Dark Road.
We did it. Guys, we did it. We did it all together. This is great.
Yes, guys, we did it. Listen up.
Guys.
We're going to play these. We're going to play these games. Correct?
We're gonna play Dark Castle and Super Off Road.
Check out us playing this in a new series called Game On with Kris and Ken.
Game On with Kris and Ken. That's right. You're gonna watch that, and you're gonna watch us playing. But the funny thing with that is, or the special thing, or the fun thing, is that we have something called a Squatifier, which is a 20-sided die where we roll, and there's modifiers that change. So I might have to be blindfolded, and Kenny has to tell me how to play the game while I'm playing it, or controller upside down, or the screen is flipped or turned upside down. So
half the screen is obscured.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of them, and if you guys can think of anything, you let us know. Any little modifiers, we'll throw them in there. So, right, so that's Game On. What else we got, Kenny?
Do you even 80s, bro? It's our 80s trivia show. Play along with us or watch it on YouTube. We also record that live on Twitch on Monday nights at times, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We also have Hall & Oates, which is a pickup video, and I think that's probably it.
Yeah, if you want to get to us at Retro Squat on any of the socials, feel free. Kenny, you did mention Monday night, 7 p.m. We stream this live. If you're watching live, what up? If you're not, and you're on YouTube, what up? And yeah. Oh, 7 p.m. Eastern time, I said?
And if you're not watching, what down?
What are you doing? Then how are you seeing this? They're listening.
No.
Oh.
We have a podcast sometimes.
Now it's sometimes. But anyway, that's it. Guys, thank you so much. I said it again. Okay, now it's a new thing I got to stop. Bye, guys.